I'm Gerald.
And I'm Gregor.
I'm Kieran.
And I'm Darren.
And this is our CA2 presentation slides for our ABSS system project. I will now hand over the time to Darren to explain the agenda and what's to come in this deck of slides.
Alright, so our agenda for this presentation will be going through the source documents to business transactions, accounting concepts and principles in project, and the benefits of using ABSS accounting software and some key areas for improvement. First off is how source documents are translated into business transactions. And the first example I used was on 15th of March 2024. There was an order of 30 computers at $1,000 each from Delta PTE LTD for ca2 PTE LTD on credit. And the cost of sale for the 30 computers was $21,000 in total. Thus, I will debit accounts receivable ca2 $30,000 and credit sales revenue $30,000 and debit cost of sales $21,000 and credit inventory $21,000. The second example I used was on 15 March 2024. There was a payroll to Delta PTD LTD employees of $13,000 expected to be debited into each account by 26 March 2024. So I will debit salary expense payable $13,000 and credit cash $13,000 on 15 March 2024 when the transaction took place. And on 26 March 2024, we debit salary expense $13,000 and credit salary expense payable $13,000 as reversal to the earlier accounts. Next.
Okay, so moving on to the accounting principles that was being used in this project. So we have actually identified that the accrual basis of accounting theory was used. So it's defined as the income earned and the expenses incurred should be recorded in the accounting period, regardless of whether cash is actually being paid or received. So Delta Private Limited instructs the bank to debit the account on a specific future date, which is on 26th of March 2024, showing that the expense is recorded when it's incurred, not when the cash is actually paid. So the document list states that the payroll expenses for the 3 employees, Grace Ong, Andy Lee, and Sally Yap, totaled to $13,000. These expenses are recognized in March, aligning with the accrual basis of accounting theory. So the second accounting principle that was used is the matching theory, which states that the expenses incurred must be matched against the income earned in the same period to calculate the profit generated. So for example, the total cost of the fire insurance policy, which is $4,200, covers a period of 14 months from 1st March 2024 to 30th April 2025. So instead of recognizing the entire $4,200 expense in March 2024, the expense is allocated monthly, which is $300 per month over the 14-month period. So each month's portion of insurance expense is matched with the revenue generated in the same month. So this ensures that the financial statements for each month accurately reflects the cost of the insurance policy that applies to the period. So now we're passing my time to Kieran.
So there are a few questions to be asked when using the accounting software. What are the benefits of using this software, and how does it help with our convenience and save time and effort? So basically, one of the benefits that ABSS offers is a very reliable and user-friendly software to record and keep transactions and documents. It's also very, you also have the ease of going back to refer to your past financial documents, as it is saved under the system, and you can go back to visit any for referrals at any time, and you do not have to worry about the system deleting it after a certain amount of time, because it will always and forever be there, which makes it easy for businesses to kind of go back and, like I said earlier, refer. Secondly, the system is also very easy to use and user-friendly because it automatically generates those financial statements solely based off journal entries that you enter. So for example, that Darren mentioned earlier, from that transaction and from the credit and debit, you can enter it as a journal entry, and throughout the year you will enter multiple journal entries, and the system will automatically generate a financial statement for the year uh, for you that saves time and effort lah. And next slide please. And so in this slide, there's a few examples of the various documents that ABSS automatically generates for you. As you can see, here we have a trial balance on the left, and we have a statement of comprehensive income or profit and loss statement on the right. Now, the good thing about ABSS is not only does it recognize your journal entries, it will also classify your journal entries according to whether it's like revenue or expense or asset, whether it's income or expense. And that's a good thing that ABSS does all these clarifications, and it saves your time and effort from manually entering it under the various like income and all that lah. So yeah, here basically are the benefits of using the accounting software. In summary, I like to close up my part by saying that it is very user friendly, and it's also very easy, reliable, and it's useful for various businesses to use when they're handling their financial statements or documents. I'll be now passing my time to Gerald.
Thank you, Kiran. So for some key areas for improvement, it is having collaborative features such as multi-user editing, team commenting system within the software. This helps to boost the overall team's productivity and accuracy, and it's also very suitable for people who are working remotely, so they are able to work simultaneously with each other. It is also have better data sensitivity as it comes with data encryption, which is advantageous for multinational companies in Singapore since it prevents data leak as it is stored in a cloud database. Next slide. Another key area for improvement is modernizing user interface, such as changing the UI to a more cleaner, easier to navigate system with customizable themes, streamlining workflows into a drag and drop functionality. The current software is too outdated, as it shows in the picture there, which is hard for us to navigate the program. Some of the benefits of having this improvement is to enhance data entry due to the clearer selections and improved data management, which is shown in the sample. And it's also beginner friendly for those who are starting to learn accounting. Next slide. Lastly, it's also the advanced reporting features, such as providing deeper financial insights through customizable dashboards. This helps to make better decision making through appealing information, and also simplify readability for clients so that it reduces the time required to present findings and boost teams' productivity. Next slide. These are some of the sample of advanced reporting using the profit and loss statement. Next slide.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you and good.